Saturday afternoon, and this one has just arrived from a gentleman I was talking to regarding. He's got the movement dial and what have you, and acquired a case, gone to fit it in the case, and has problems with it being stuck in the case. In the process, he has unfortunately had a bit of a hairspring disaster, and I think I did say to send it and I would have a look, see how bad it is. He said he thought it was pretty bad, and I've got to say that needs to be declared DOA, and I think it's got a broken pivot as well. Let's have a look. Yes we have. Yeah, that one's toast, unfortunately. Not only is the hairspring absolutely mangled, we have a broken pivot up here as well. I thought that was the case. So that, unfortunately, is going to need a new balance complete. But the balance cock looks okay. Yeah, that's a shame, but what can you do? I'm just going to leave that in there for now because I can't do anything with that as it stands. Let's put the stem down there. Very nicely packed though, in a nice little secure box and bubble wrapping inside this larger plastic box, so good stuff on that one. So let's take a look at this right here. Let me get my little foam pad and try and focus, make sure I'm focused on this. There we go. I'm recording, aren't I? Yes, I am. Done that before, once or twice. So let's see. We have a cutout just down here. Apologies if I'm off screen at the moment, I'm just popping the case back off. On the plus side of things, it looks nice and clean inside the movement, and that looks like it's actually been quite well cared for in the past. Yeah, focus. So yeah, that's kind of promising looking. At least that's good to see. I'm just going to pop that on there so I don't want to be catching the dial or hands, because the hands can be quite fragile. And I'm just going to check the got a nice positive drop and lock on the pallet fork. And everything's turning, so that looks pretty good, I've got to say. There's definitely some alignment and things needing done with the chronograph there. We've got, that's why I wondered what was amiss there. The spring for the hammer was misaligned. So on the good side of things, it looks very nice and clean inside, and this will look very familiar to anybody who's watched the Landeron 48 videos, because it is the same movement. Is that just oil, or is that damaged jewel? Have a look. I think that's just a bit of gunge, so yeah, I think so. Yeah, I believe so. Right, so at the moment I'm just going to see if we can wiggle this out of its case. See what we can do. These cases can be very, very fiddly because the push buttons for the chronographs are actually fitted into the movement. They're basically locked in by the start and flyback levers. So the start lever and return lever. But good news is that's coming out of there, no bother. Yes, on a positive side, although the balance on the other one is toast, as I say, unfortunately it would have been anyway because it has a broken pivot, so it would have needed restaffing at the very least. On a positive side of things, we do have quite a nice clean looking movement, which I suspect will run quite nicely once it has a new balance in. So with that little bit of info there, stop and reset. Okay, so we're working, the chronograph's working, that's good. So you've got start, stop and reset. Yeah, that's not bad at all. So it's not all bad, it's not all bad news. So I'll pop this little video up and then I can have a chat to the gentleman that showed him this, and we can see where he wants to go from there.